Hi, I'm Colleen, and Carolyn and Mary Jane and I are out here in sunny, not so sunny West Texas. We would like to help you take a good look at how to troubleshoot problems you may have with lights on your car or trailer that you're towing, and even more importantly, on the motorhome or vehicle which you're driving. The first thing you're going to want to do is take a good look at the 7-pin connection. Make sure there's no dirt in it, make sure it's not burned in any way. Then you want to take a good look at the cord and make sure it's not abraded or cut. That's very important. You also want to make sure the connection is good between the two. The next thing you're going to want to do is take a look at the place where you plug this cord into. Make sure that the blades inside are not corroded, that there's no dirt or debris in there, and that everything looks good there. Now, if the lights on the motorhome or vehicle itself aren't working, you're going to want to go around and check under the hood. That's the next step. The first thing you're going to need is your vehicle or automotive manual. Each vehicle should have one of those. Find a picture in the manual of the power box. It's going to show you where all of the fuses are located in the power box. Next, you're going to want to page through and find the actual fuse you suspect might be the problem. This might not be as easy as you think it should be because sometimes the names are very misleading. This one says trailer tow turn signals, and yet we know that it controls the brakes, the turn signals, the stop lights, everything on the tow vehicle itself, your motorhome. Next thing you need is a fuse box kit. They come with all different sizes fuses in them. You should know that some of the fuses, like a 30 amp or a 50 amp, come in more than one size. And confusing, I know, but you need to know what size that you need because of that. It also comes with a handy tester. One end is a puller and the other end is the tester. And I say it's handy because it's adjustable. You can test anything from a large fuse to a small fuse just by moving the lever. Next thing we're going to do is take a look at the power box itself. Take the lid off and you'll see the fuses underneath. You'll see some very large fuses and you'll see some small fuses. And over on the right, you will also see some relay boxes. Carolyn, can you show us how to test a fuse just outside of the box so it's easy to see? Okay. The prongs are lined up because this is a small fuse and that's where they go automatically. You stick them in the little indents on the fuse and it should turn green if the fuse is good. You can also check the fuses right in the box. If the fuse isn't good, you're going to want to use the puller, or if that's a little hard to get it out, you can always use a needle nose pliers that you should have in your toolbox or some other kind of pliers. You want to check and make sure that the little silver part inside isn't broken or burned. If it is, it's no good. Carolyn's going to insert that one back in because we know that it is good. You should be able to check all the fuses easily right within the box itself. It's easy to do. Just insert the tester, put it on the right size into the holes, and look for the green. You can go through and check every one of them easily. Even if you don't want to tackle this job yourself, it's always good to have an understanding of what your problem might be when you ask somebody else about it. Mary Jane, Carolyn, and I were on a trip a year or so ago, and Mary Jane's lights were not working on her motorhome when we went to pull out. She called several mobile technicians, and the first one finally came out. And we were very lucky because he happened to have automotive knowledge. He was very good and showed us where the power box was. We had no idea. And showed us the fuses and showed us how to test them. And he just so happened to have the right big fuse with him so that he could fix it. I wish I would have pulled out my camera at the time and taken a picture of all of this. It would have made it easier. Now, you should know that not all mobile techs have automotive experience, so it's a question that you might want to ask when you're looking for somebody to help you out. You can also maybe try an AutoZone, a Napa, or one of those automotive places who may be able to test your fuses for you. But again, it's good for you to know what they're looking for. You might actually end up needing a car mechanic to look at this because it's an automotive issue. You never know. You just might be out in the middle of nowhere and have to rely on yourself to fix your problem. Thanks from Carolyn, Mary Jane, and Colleen for listening. We hope that this will give you the knowledge and the courage to check out your problem yourself, or at the very least to know that the person you're paying knows what they're doing. Happy travels.